What's up, Interweb? Raikwen here, and welcome to the PPL Week 5 team analysis video against Shadow Gaming Hub and the Osaka Eevees. Now, I don't know when you guys will be seeing this, because I am recording this on Friday, and we still haven't had the match yet, so I have no idea when we're actually battling because of scheduling issues. I'm doing my 12-hour stream tomorrow, so it's unlikely we're actually going to battle tomorrow, so I may end up battling Sunday, and have to edit and all that stuff, and get that up maybe Monday. I have no idea when you guys are going to see this, but I apologize for the delay. So, yeah, but this is just a team analysis video, and as I said, I don't know when this will go up and when the match will go up. I'm guessing the same day, if I can actually find time to edit. I don't know, we'll have to see. But anyway, so let's get into the team analysis then. So, for those of you that didn't see my transfer video that went up a few days ago, it was a pretty big window for the Nidoqueens Park Rangers, because we made quite a few changes to our team. So the new Nidoqueens Park Rangers, after the transfer window that just happened in Week 4, is now Hydreigon, Mandibuzz, Mamoswine, Whimsicott, Tentacruel, Infernape, Rotom, Azelf, and Steelix. So if you want to know more reasoning about what's been dropped and why and all that stuff, do go and watch the transfer video. Link will be in the description to the transfer video. So that's the new Nidoqueens Park Rangers. And as I said, this week we're taking on the Osaka Eevees and Colton Shadow Gaming Hub. Now, both of us got our first win in the season last week, so both of us are looking to continue our winning ways. But only one of us can do that. And I really hope it's going to be me. Really hope. So let's take a look at the Osaka Eevees and what they can potentially be bringing. Oh, wait. League table. I remember sometimes, guys. So if we look at the league table, you can see that we've moved up one place. We were in 11th, we're now in 10th, and the people who are in 11th are the Osaka Eevees. So we have 3 points because we've got our one with a -2 differential. And Colton, as I said, picked up his first win this week, and his was a 2-0 victory, I believe. So he was above us before on differential, but we overtook him because we got a bigger win than he did, basically, and overtook him on differential. So it's still really close. And of course we have Jack Don Fanatic above us with the Norris Skitty, who's only ahead of us by 2 differential points as well. So it's pretty close between all of us, not to mention if any of the Eterna City Enders, Pittsburgh Pyro, FC Everton, or Keltadono lose this week, that means that we're going to be able to catch them if we win in terms of points at least. So it's still really close. And in terms of the MVP race, we now have no one in the top 10 because we traded away Darmanitan. Again, if you want to see reasoning behind this, do watch the transfer video. So Darmanitan is now with the Herdia Bremen, so that's up in first. The closest one we have now is Azelf, who we got traded from the Herdia Bremen, who's in 12th with 4 kills and to their center +2 differential. So we're still relatively close, but we do need to get a few more mons up in the MVP race, preferably. So with that said, let's take a look at the Osaka Eevees and what team they can potentially be bringing to this match. So, Cohen's team is Mega Venusaur, Arcanine, Mesprit, Crocodile, Jellicent, Granbull, Crobat, Haxorus, Aggron, which he got from us in the Week 2 transfer window, and Zeb Striker. That's Colton's potential team. It's very scary. He has 3 potential Intimidators, that being Arcanine, Crocodile, and Granbull. He has some really nice bulk in forms of Mega Venusaur. Arcanine can be defensive, Mesprit can be defensive, Crocodile with Intimidate can be even defensive, Jellicent has really good bulk, Granbull's bulky Crobat is very common, Aggron can be quite a good physical wall. So he's definitely got some really good bulky options to try and take on our team. So I did want to preface this by saying I'm not happy with my team this week. I've had a serious lack of time, and if you guys haven't seen my update video, I did say I'm trying to relax a little bit more and take a bit more time to do things. So it's I haven't had as much time to dedicate to it because I've been trying to relax a little bit. So I didn't have as much time to dedicate to this team as per usual. Was kind of freaking out. It got a bit late in terms of team building, and I kind of just went with whatever. So this team isn't the best. But honestly, I don't have the time to change it, so I'm just going with it anyway. It'll be fun, regardless. So let's get into the team, I guess, then. So one thing I noticed when I first looked at the team matchup was that Arcanine, an offensive Arcanine, can absolutely run through me. with the combination of something like Flare Blitz, Wild Charge, Crunch, and Close Combat, it hits my entire team super effectively and can OHKO or 2-hit KO everything. With the exception of one particular mod. There's one on my team, it does not hit super effectively with those 4 moves, and it cannot get any move that hits me super effectively, other than, I believe, Bulldoze and Dig, which I don't expect him to bring. So that is Infernape. Fire Monkey, the Infernape, is going to be holding the leftovers with Blaze, Slack Off, U-Turn, Vacuum Wave, and Toxic, max HP, max defense, Bold, with 4 in special attack. Physically defensive Infernape. It is the only thing I have on my team that can take on an offensive Arcanine. And if he sees that matchup that I've seen, he's gonna be bringing an offensive Arcanine. The only move that can 2-hit KO Infernape is a banded close combat, I believe. But if I know he's locked into close combat and he's banded, then I can switch into someone else to try and take it on a little bit better. So that's fine. But every other move is a 3-hit KO on Infernape, and I have Slack Off, so I can get HP back. Not only that, but if he is Life Orb, if he's not banded, if he's Life Orb, every single move he goes for is going to be a 3-hit KO, which means I can switch in, I can Slack Off, and I can beat that Arcanine because I can Toxic it. I can Toxic Stall it if I have to. I then have U-Turn, because if he realizes he's in with Arcanine and can't do anything to my Infernape, he may very well switch out. I can get a slow U-Turn off, get the initiative, and I have Vacuum Wave for a little bit of priority. I wanted special priority because, as I said, he has those 3 Intimidators, one of which could be Arcanine, so, you know, want to be able to actually touch that thing a little bit. Plus, it has a chance to OHKO and Aggron, so, you know, that would be cool. A little bit of priority, especially because I have no speed investment. It's going to be nice to go first occasionally. So, yeah, it's stab priority on the special side, because why not? So, yeah. That is Fire Monkey the Infinite, the debut for Nidoqueens Park Rangers in this season, and he is bringing, he is going to be a physically defensive variant, which you do not normally see. So that is Fire Monkey the Infinite. The next one I'm bringing on this team is Lightyear the Mandibuzz, also a new acquisition from the transfer window, holding the leftovers with Overcoat, max HP, 156 in special attack, and 100 in special defense, with a calm nature with Air Slash, Dark Pulse, Roost, and Tailwind. So this guy is therefore Mega Venusaur. Because of Overcoat, I am immune to Sleep Powder, so he can't put me to sleep. I can do a hell of a lot of damage with Air Slash. Even if he is max special attack modest, he cannot 2-hit KO me. It's guaranteed to be a 3-hit KO. I don't really want to be messing around with Sludge Bomb poisons, but that's why I have that little bit of special attack investment, so I can actually be doing a decent amount of damage with Air Slash. And then, of course, if he's a defensive variant, then, or especially defensive variant, then his attacks against Mandibuzz will not be doing a damn thing. So that is what that is there for. Dark Pulse I have just as dual stab and to hit the likes of Mesprit, which would be nice. Roost to get HP back, and Tailwind, if the opportunity arises, it would be cool to have because he does have some very quick things in the form of Zebstrika and Crobat. Crobat outspeeds my entire team naturally, and Zebstrika is a speed tie with my fastest mon, which is Whimsicott, which I'm not bringing, spoilers. So, Crobat and Zebstrika outspeed my whole team naturally, so I do want some way to try and build up speed if possible, that being Tailwind. So that's Lightyear the Mandibuzz, mainly there for the Mega Venusaur, trying to stoke up any special hits. Not to mention it's still kind of bulky on the physical side with base 105 defense and base 110 HP, so you know. So that's the second one. The third mon on this team, and also a new acquisition for the Nidoqueens Park Rangers, is 3000 Years Will, the Azov, holding the Choice Scarf with Levitate, Psyshock, Energy Ball, U-Turn, and HP Ground, 28 in attack, max special attack, and 228 in speed, with a mild nature, that's plus special attack, minus defense. So, this moveset then. I went with max special attack and 228 in speed, as that guarantees to outspeed the next fastest thing on his team after Zebstrika, which I believe is Haxorus, which has base 97. So 228 in speed is guaranteed to outspeed a Scarfed Haxorus, which is nice. And I can do max special attack with a plus special attack boosting nature because of the power. I didn't want to try and outspeed a Zebstrika or a Crobat because I wouldn't outspeed them anyway if they were Scarfed. And if they're not scarfed, I'll outspeed them anyway. So, yeah. Side Shock I have for stab, plus it hits the likes of Mega Venusaur, which is nice, and Crobat. Energy Ball I have for Crocodile. Crocodile could be a switch in if he expects a Psychic move. I'm going to need to play this right because I do not want to be getting locked into Psyshock as he switches into Crocodile, because he can very well Pursuit Trap me, which is not good. So, Psyshock for stab, and Mega Venusaur, and Crobat. Energy Ball mainly for the Crocodile, also hits the Jellicent. U-turn for the Initiative, and HP Ground hits actually quite a lot of his team. He does have a little bit of a ground weakness. It hits the likes of Arcanine and Aggron and Zebstrika, which I didn't hit otherwise. HP Ground has a chance to completely take out an Aggron, which is one of the reasons why I had never really brought it and why I traded it away, because I could never justify bringing it, because basically any move that's 4 times more effective will take it out. Like I said, an uninvested Vacuum Wave from Infinite takes it out, and an HP Ground from this Azelf takes it out, so it's like, I'm not too worried about Aggron. Because even if he brings an offensive one like a Scarfed Aggron or something, I'm a Scarfed Azelf, allowed speed. So, and yeah, it just allows me to hit things a little bit harder, like Zebstrika, and especially on like switches and things like that. So that's what that HP Ground is there for. I think that's about it. Yeah, I just went with Speed Creeping to outspeed Max Speed Haxorus, and Max Special Attack, and then the rest in attack to try and make U-turns do that little bit more damage. So that's Azelf. Now we move on to the 4th member of this team, that being Pokinope, the Mamoswine, with the Focus Sash. Thick Fat, 244 HP, max attack, and 12 in speed with an Adamant nature, with Ice Shard, Icicle Crash, Earthquake, and Stealth Rock. So this guy is my Sash lead once again. He does that job very, very well. And I want to get up Rocks, because it's nice. His hazard removal is Crobat, and that's it, which is weak to Rocks. So either he doesn't bring Crobat, and the Rocks are there to stay, or he brings Crobat and has to take 25% every time he wants to get rid of Rocks, which is nice. Also, they really, really hurt the likes of Arcanine, which is just going to be really, really nice to wear down, especially as I expect it's going to be an offensive one. Then, you know, it'd be very nice to try and wear him down a little bit. What I'm honestly expecting from Arcanine is 3 attacking moves and Morning Sun. I would think probably Life Orb. That would be my guess. So it will be nice, especially if those moves are recoil moves like Flare Blitz and Wild Charge, then it's going to be nice to try and wear that thing down quite a bit. So, yeah, Ice Shard priority, Icicle Crash for the stab. Also, Mamoswine does do a number with his dual stab, as he does on most teams. The dual stab really does affect his team, but he does have those 3 Intimidators. Original plan against Colton was to bring a special Mamoswine. Before I traded Mew away, there was a vague plan to try and bring a nasty plot baton passing Mew into Mamoswine, and at +2 I killed pretty much everything. So that was the original plan, but that's not happening now because I traded away Mew. But I have the Ice Shard, Icicle Crash, and Earthquake. They kind of hit a lot of things. Even, you know, Mega Venusaur, even though it has that thick fat, it's still taking pretty much neutral from Icicle Crash and Earthquake. Earthquake, of course, hits Arcanine. The Ice Stab hits Crocodile. I'm not bringing Freeze Dry or anything like that for the Jellicent. I was considering bringing Knockoff, but I felt like Stealth Rocks were going to be better because I want him to be my Sash lead for Rocks. Gramble is going to be a bit of an issue because of Intimidate and things like that. Crobat doesn't want to take Ice moves, Haxorus doesn't want to take Ice moves, Aggron doesn't want to take an Earthquake, and nor does Zebstrika. So, the only issue with that is I don't have any speed investment. Reason being, he's my Sash lead, I've given him some HP, I want him to get up Rocks, and that's about it. Because, like I've done before, people always expect Mamoswine to be my main offensive Pokemon, and it really, really isn't. It's there to get up Rocks, and with Thick Fat and a really good amount of HP investment, he'll be able to take a hit, which will be nice. Obviously, he can take a hit with a Sash anyway, but it might allow him to take hits a little bit better. Maybe an Overheat from Zebstrika or something like that, who knows. So that's Pokinope the Mamoswine, there to get up Rocks and kind of do things and stuff. And the next mon on this team, I'll come back to that one later. The 5th mon on this team, I kind of just wanted some kind of more offense, special offense, because like I said, he has those 3 Intimidators. So I've gone with Shield the Hydreigon with the Life Orb, Levitate, Draco Meteor, Dark Pulse, Earth Power, and Flash Cannon, max special attack, max speed, timid, 4 in special defense. That speed investment, max speed timid, is just enough speed to outspeed a max speed Haxorus, because Hydreigon has a base 98 speed and Haxorus has base 97. So I can just outspeed the thing if it's not scarfed. I can fire off Dracos, which will really hurt his team. Of course, he can have the Granbull switch in, but I do pack the Flash Cannon as well. I fully expect him to bring in Babiri Berry Granbull, honestly, so we'll have to scout for that and see if we can play around that. But that coverage of Draco, Dark Pulse, Earth Power, Flash Cannon hits a lot of things on his team. It still doesn't hit the likes of Mega Venusaur, but I do hit the vast majority of the rest of his team super effectively with one of those moves, which is nice. So, going to be doing a hefty amount of damage, I feel, with Hydreigon. And of course, he is speedy but quick, Hydreigon having the max speed timid, so I should be outspeeding basically everything that isn't Zebstrika or Crobat or Scarfed, basically. And then we come to the last Pokemon on the team. Now this one is different. It's something I wanted to bring since the start of the season, and I felt like this was the team to bring it against, as it can do the most work on this team, I believe. And the one I'm bringing is Elo Cruelj the Tentacruel with the Life Orb, with Clear Body, 20 in HP, 252 in attack, and 236 in speed, with a Jolly Nature, with Swords Dance, Waterfall, Poison Jab, and Knockoff. Yep, I'm bringing physically offensive Tentacruel with Swords Dance. Bear in mind, ladies and gentlemen, a lot of people kind of forget this, that Tentacruel has base 100 speed, which outspeeds everything on his team that isn't Zebstrika or Crobat or Scarf, the same as Hydreigon. So if I can identify a Scarfer, take it out. Not to mention, I can actually take a hit from Zebstrika. Max special attack minus Thunderbolt does about 75% to Tentacruel, so I can take one if necessary. Of course, it's not going to be ideal with Life Orb Recall, etc., but if it comes down to it, I can take a hit if necessary. Obviously, Crobat outspeeds me too, but you know, whatever. So I just want to take you guys real quick as to why I'm bringing Swords Dance. I've done the calcs, and if I can get the opportunity to set up a Swords Dance, oh, I do some damage. The combination of Waterfall, Poison Jab, and Knockoff OHKOs everything on his team that isn't a physically defensive Mega Venusaur, a physically defensive Mesprit, a physically defensive Crobat, or a physically defensive Aggron. Everything else, every other possible set on every other possible Pokemon dies. Just OHKO'd from a move. Physically defensive Arcanine, Waterfall OHKOs it. Of course, let's not forget, ladies and gentlemen, you say, but he has the 3 Intimidators. Tentacruel has Clear Body. Intimidate ain't gonna be working. Which is why I felt like this was the perfect team to bring it against. Physically defensive Arcanine, Waterfall takes it out. An offensive Mesprit, Knockoff takes it out. Crocodile, Waterfall takes it out. Physically defensive Jellicent has a chance to die to Knockoff. Physically defensive Granbull dies to Poison Jab. Haxorus dies to Poison Jab. Aggron, an offensive Aggron, or, you know, an uninvested Aggron, dies to Waterfall. Zebstrika dies to anything, because it's Zebstrika. So like I said, the only two things that will outspeed this Tentacruel is a Crobat with speed investment, or a Zebstrika with speed investment, which I expect. If he's bringing a bulky Crobat and doesn't have speed investment, I mean, I outspeed, which is nice. But if he is physically defensive, then I 2-hit KO with Waterfall. So basically, I OHKO or 2-hit KO everything. He doesn't have a switch in to it, which is nice. So that's the reason I'm bringing physically offensive Tentacruel. 1, because it's fun. 2, because I feel like it can do a bit of work. And 3, because I want to embarrass Colton. I'm joking, I don't really. But I feel like I could do some good things and stuff with it, hopefully, potentially. Like I said, I'm not super happy with this team. I didn't really have much time to change things, but I was like, we'll go with it anyway. So thank you for watching this team analysis video. I hope you guys are excited for this team. Let me know what you think of it. I hope you guys are looking forward to the match. Like I said, I apologize for the delay, but I have no idea when we're actually battling. I don't know when this video is going up. We'll see. But I hope you guys are excited for the match. And I shall see you guys real soon in another video. Toodaloo.